Hello, gentlemen. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back. Why? YouTube, I need a balls check. What the fuck is happening? Hey, what? My thing go? My chat app crashed. Why? All right, YouTube is working. Okay, Twitch is working. Excellent. Balls checked, gentlemen. Holy shit, nice balls. Am I interested in sorrows? Like, maybe, but here's the thing. With games that aren't Elden Ring, I either really need to give a shit about them to the point where I would play them on my own, which I'll be honest, there's hardly any game that fits in that category. Just because when I'm playing games, I like to do my best to try to make content out of it. Hold on. Gotta blow my nose. Or the other category is get something to work for common drops. And I feel like we maybe could have this month done something like Sorrows when it came out for the common drop stream, and I feel like that could have been cool. But we had other things that we were focusing on. Big man. Gentlemen, I unfortunately believe I burned the roof of my mouth this morning on my enchiladas. No, I bet it's good. I bet it is. The hell is that weapon? Why, you don't like my stone throwing fists? Yeah, what you know about the morning enchiladas? Yeah, it definitely burned the fuck out of the roof of my mouth, though. Devastating news for the unemployed. Okay, there is that merchant down here. But merchants don't have key items in these settings. So I don't feel super motivated to go talk to him. Vulgar militia saw. All right. No rock throwing. Yes. What's in them different things than in normal enchiladas? No? No, it's just a chicken enchilada. It definitely is not a breakfast food, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I won't be bound by those rules. Every food is a breakfast food if you're not a baby back bitch. Yes, correct. All right. Hello. Goodbye. I'm not going up there. Okay. Now, what's the story that we got going on over here? Ah. Tibia fibia. I also got to keep in mind, oh, whoopsie. So, one of my main reasons for being down here right now is, the fact that I want to get rid of this fine crucible feather talisman. But something I need to be aware of is that if we ever are at the end of an area with some pretty good talismans on, we should probably think about going to the first area of the DLC. Okay. Okay. I believe it's either 1 or 2 more talismans to get Crucible Feather Talisman off us. I don't want to go mess with all that, honestly. Yeah. I mean, just hope that next boss gives us 2 talismans. If not, starts to be a little awkward because I don't really want to go do like Faroum or something like that with his talisman on, but it might be the only thing that makes sense to do. Because I also don't want to burn Weeping if I haven't found Datakar's Woe. Because, like, if I'm feeling this awkward about Fine Crucible Feather Talisman, which I think is like 30% or something, like, how am I going to be feeling when I queue into Datakar's Woe, you know? Okay, did I... Oh, I missed this middle one. I think Feather is the one that gives you... Yeah, it gives you more iframes. Oh, yeah, we did find a winter lantern. I should go mark it down on the map because I forgot to do that. Okay. The first winter lantern was like right here. Zacamole, thank you for the tier 1, dude. Okay. So here we go, hoping for 2 talismans as a reward out of this fight. Gary, huh? Oh, I'm gonna blow my shit schmoove off right here. Okay, well, it was 1 talisman. I don't know if that replaces it. Let's find out. It does. Very big. Very big. Nice job. Okay, so looking at our options. We've got some underground stuff. I don't plan on doing it right now. Yeah, I think it's just Faroum. I just think Faroum is the only thing that makes sense to do. I think we need to look at... Well, okay, do I have good talismans? If I had good talismans, I think it would be DLC. Like, if I had a good build going, I think it would be DLC. I think if we had the other half of the Haligtree medallion, Consecrated would make a lot of sense. But since we have neither of those, I think it's Faroum. All right, that is our 54 strength threshold met, boys. That means we're going to start leveling Dex now. Which, for a while, is literally just, like, the only benefit is going to be when we roll into a somber weapon that scales off Dex. However, eventually... that benefit will turn into using quality on everything instead of heavy. Okay. Now, this is one of the most awkward spots of any randomizer right here. You know, this could go kind of big. Alright, I'm not going to lie. I was trying to get all the way over to that guy. However, that wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen happen. Yeah, red cumbug is a little scary. I mean, this definitely could be a, like, respec into int and then respec back kind of situation. But I've also got Glintstone Pebble. One of the most FP efficient spells in the game. Okay, what do we got over here? Okay, it's just a jar and a red cumbug. I feel like I need to take out the red cumbug, but overall, it looks pretty decently safe. Good. Nope, you don't get to pick your spells. Spells get auto-equipped. The fact that we had a staff there, anything ranged, was a little lucky. Well, Skadu fragments don't spawn in base game, but DLC items do, yes. All right. Oh, I rolled too early. Goodbye, my boy. I need to get max red flasks again. Can use magic or frost affinity for what? I think you're right in that I do have that wet blade, but why would I want to? Okay. Oh, commenting on my assessment that leveling int is a gamble. Well, you can respec. But yeah, I mean, obviously, as you can tell, I don't think that's a good idea. If you level strength, you'll almost always get value out of it. There's very few weapons that you can roll into where you won't get value out of it. If you level int, you almost never get value out of it. I mean, whenever you roll into a staff, like, you're not feeling awful. But even then, your spells are not determined by anything you can control. Alright, we're not doing bird skip. Whether or not I do skips is mostly up to a safety difference. not a time difference on this. Because if something is slower, but even the slightest bit safer, it's, at the end of the day, going to be faster. Because in the very off chance that I die doing bird skip, I'd lose 9 hours. So I would need to gain a lot, I would need to have a lot of successful bird skips to make up a 9-hour time loss. So mad when I installed this game on PS5, then after some hours I installed PS4 version and calmed down, but still, why is it not optimized? It isn't? I haven't heard anything about that. I mean, granted, I don't play on console, I don't really know. Alright, Malekith Arena is a little bit of a sketchy arena. I hope this isn't Snail, man. Because this is a 2-boss arena, so I need to kill this first boss, and then a second boss spawns. So if this is Snail, I need to kill... It is Snail. Son of a bitch. So I need to kill Apostle, then Noble, then the Snail, then another whole boss. I tried to strafe that. Okay, next boss. thought that was going to be the roar. I did not think he was going to do AoE. All right, well, there's the other half of the Haligtree medallion. We still have to do Plassey. They were a little lazy with the design for this boss, weren't they? Were they? I like that boss. I think any boss that has jump attack punishes is kind of fucking sick. Okay. So before we're allowed to move on, we have to do Plassey. Rune bear with red fur? I don't think so. Are you talking about like like how it looks or like how it plays? Oh, the fucking crab. I forgot about the crab. Okay. This is gonna be a chore. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to do this. It'll save us some flasks. Just start staring at me. I would do the same thing. Yeah, if I was you, Chief, I'd give up too. I'd stare me down like, what the fuck, man? Because that was fucked up. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mr. Crab. All right, let's see. What do we got? Oh, boy. All right. This will be something. Great. Good job. High scaling Radon with a kind of shitty weapon. Happy to not be dead. Okay. So we now have Consecrated unlocked if I want. Which I do believe I do want. This puts me next to Haligtree, which is cool. It doesn't put us next to Moog anymore, which was that's like the initial motivation to do it. But generally just being next to as much stuff as possible is good. Okay, what's the build situation? Yeah, I'm still kind of waiting to have something resembling a decent build before heading to DLC. I don't remember if Phase 1 Radon was defeated somewhere. Okay. I'm gonna kill this guy. I think I'm gonna try to do the Stray Mimic to Arena right now. Okay, I'm not going in there. Wow. Fucking insane damage. All right. Talisman of Lord's Bestowal. Okay. All right, let's go get to the shitty catacomb. Ever seen someone find a use for that tally? I mean, like... maybe if you're playing a tank build, and either you can't dodge, or you don't know the dodge timing. But even still, I have to imagine you have better options. It would be if you killed Morgoth's arena boss before Margit's arena boss. It would cause Margit's arena boss to already be dead. Has nothing to do with the bosses themselves. Just the arenas. I do kind of want to do as much of base game. I forgot about that. Hold on. I do kind of want to do as much of base game as possible before DLC, just generally speaking, because that'll give me a higher chance of getting more sacred tears. Okay, does this blow this way on this cycle? No. Okay, perfect. Wow, man. Oh, I didn't realize you can't... Well, it's good that I figured that out. I didn't realize that you can't use this in non-teleport areas. Thank you, Bean, for the super chat, dude. Appreciate it. Oh, not what I wanted. Any bosses left that worry me? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Don't remember. I see. High-scaled emu is kind of annoying. Gamma? All right. Fucking chunked through him. Took a long-ass time. Lord of Blood's Exaltation. With a bleed weapon, I'm kind of happy with that. However, we are committed to Consecrated for the moment. I don't know where the fuck I am, dude. Hey, look. Golden seed tree. Alright, I am going very much so the wrong direction. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, that is the boss right there. Invisible Black Knife is dead. Okay, is that the other boss? Because an Erdtree Burial Watchdog is not a bad option. It's not bad for us at all. Or is the Rune Bear the boss? I think the Rune Bear might be the boss. No? Rune Bear is not the boss. Who is the boss? Yeah, crystal darts. Very true. I'm sure somebody has them. Although you would think I would have bought them by now. Not sure I do have any crystal darts. Huh. Can check this guy, I guess.
Greet. Oh, very well. Heresy is all thing. Oh, very well. Heresy, all thing. Oh, very well. Heresy, all thing.
Shit. Don't look like it, huh? All right. Well, I mean, I could check like other merchants. I know there's several that I haven't talked to, like this one, for example. Might as well, I guess. I think EG had some. I could check, but I don't think so.
Trading.
Okay, no, I did talk to this guy. Okay. The other Kaled merchant just sells, like, arrows and shit. Not really what I'm looking for. Maybe I can get the merchant skip. Honestly, probably kind of only interested in talking to this merchant if I get the skip, because the runaround could be a little awkward. Now, the problem is I need to remember how to do it. I think it's something like that. It's very hard to do. That's why I don't really remember it. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that's just the jump right there. Shit. Nice. So hard, man. There's really not like some collision, some nonsense to pull over here. Don't look like it. Nice. Oh god, dude, it's a hard jump. I'll get it though. Eventually. Nice, man. Kimberry, thank you for the tier 1. But yeah, like I said, with Deathless Randomizer, there's oh my god, absolutely legitimate reason to want to do this skip instead of just running around, even if it takes longer. Because you have to go run past a bunch of enemies on the other direction. And that is very awkward. God damn it. God damn it. Started my first random run, but I think I set the health scaling for enemies and bosses wrong. Got stuck with PCR in the Stranded Graveyard boss fight, and he had full HP. I mean, there's a chance that he doesn't have, like... Hard bosses are still going to have high health. You might just be doing so little damage that it seems like he has full HP. But also maybe you did turn it off. Come on, man. It's so hard. No, dude. Well, yeah, so the way that Torrent's double jump works is the later you jump, the more horizontal movement you get. So when we're horizontal movement limited like this, we want to jump as late as we can. Alright, gentlemen, I've decided I don't give a shit. So, it's a very hard skip to do. I think we just don't have it. I haven't talked to that guy. Craft available. Maybe.
Oh, good night. Are you here as a customer?
He's got those. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can go see if maybe I can craft them. Because it would be really nice. No. Alright, that's fine. Did our best. Tried our hardest. So this dragon is not the boss. Okay, I see one of the bosses back there. Where is the other one? It must be that pumpkin head. Dude. You're telling me this dragon despawned? Okay, let me just go hit the pumpkin head. Just to get the info. Dude, who is the boss? Is it Soldier of God? I mean, that seems like a kinda tanky Soldier of God. Okay, he bursted. That was the boss death animation. Okay. Honestly, a really good spot to have Soldier of God. This is one of the most annoying boss arenas. All right. Hello. Jesus. Hello, talismans. Current run has been going for 9 hours, 31 minutes, 34, 35, 36, 37 seconds, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. The counter didn't count. Yes, it did. Excellent. Oh my goodness. Okay. Part of me wanted to see how much damage that Dragon Maw did. Probably one shot. Not the Ritual Shield, but I didn't have Ritual Shield active. Was I wearing a helmet that tanked my health? Must have been. I don't even remember what helmet it was. Twin head glintstone crown. I see. Hello, my boy. Hello. I don't want to fuck with all that, honestly. Okay. All right. Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. That's a great talisman. Which is better, Sacred Order or Prayerful Strike? Like, generally speaking, Prayerful Strike isn't great. Because generally speaking, you want to be doing an attack that is not Prayerful Strike. It has its uses, but Sacred Order is kind of just like, if you have it, it's always good. Prayerful Strike is niche. You only want to use it sometimes. Well, I don't have Ritual Shield anymore. We slammed through the Ritual Shield. I think we got 3 Snowfield bosses left. We already killed Invis Black Knife Assassin. PB stands for personal best. All right. Did I not get items from that guy? I mean, the boss is dead, but I feel like I need to... Surely it would give me the items from over here. Alright, yeah, I guess I got items. I don't know what I got. But I must have got something. Okay, we gotta go take down Big Angry Church. Gotta go take down the frame tanker. We done? All right, we're done. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I did open my inventory. It looked like a fucking berry. Like it gave me a berry. Matrix, thank you for the prime. Okay. Putrid Avatar. Thank you, Putrid Avatar, for killing the wolf for me. All right. Okay, and then we've got the Estelle replacement. Okay, we've still got Dragon Crest Great Shield on. And we've got one more consecrated boss. I mean, I'd go DLC. I'd go DLC if we don't lose Dragon Crest Great Shield here. Gonna get a Remnant 2 live/videos that has Miyazaki levels of secret bullcrap. Wait, we played... Tanner Ryan and I played a little bit of Remnant 2. Is Remnant 2 4-player or 3-player? I don't remember. It seems very fun. I enjoyed it. It was just like... we had obviously missed the wave, you know? And unfortunately, something that I have to weigh pretty highly in my decision making is whether or not the things that I'm creating are going to be interesting to a substantial amount of people. Cap. You've been milking the cock cow hard. Yeah, the cock cow. I mean, it's true. One of the most reliable ways to make something interesting is... Hello, Mantis Plates. I'm happy with that, I think. One of the most reliable ways to make something interesting is to... be very well practiced at something. However, having thousands of hours in every video game I play is not practical. You know? Because the real challenge is figuring out how to make something interesting without needing to have thousands of hours in it. Not optimal for grass touching. It is true. Very unoptimal for grass touching. All right, Ashes of War. Go here. Go heavy. Okay. And the dex is slowly getting there. But I need quite a few more levels before quality starts to make more sense. Magma Worm. Okay. This one's Makar. No, I didn't want the riposte right there. It's okay. Why is your head in the fucking ground, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay, no tallies, no tallies. No tallies or one tally. Okay. Cool. Holy tier with Sacred Order is also really quite good. We've got a pretty decent build going on here. One that I am happy enough to go start DLC with. Alan, thank you for the Prime. Julie with the tier 1, thank you. Yeah. Dragon Crest Great Shield. Holy Shroud and Crack tier. Mantis Blades is also... This is a better weapon than what I had, but, like, weapon is not going to super influence this decision. I did do all the Consecrated, right? Yes. Okay, we're locked in, boys. Now, gotta remember, key items only randomized to key locations and bosses, which means, and in addition to that first rule, the second rule is Scadu fragments don't show up before the DLC. So I'm currently Scadu 0. So if I want to get any Scadu fragments before fighting bosses, they're only going to show up at key item checks. Oh boy. So that would be the key in Ballarat and the imbued sword key in Castle Ensis. So those are the two things that we absolutely have to check before fighting bosses. because it'll really improve our damage and improve our resistances. However, the Castellance's check is a little awkward. So if I see like an easy open world boss, I can go for that first. But a Demon Souls run? I don't know. I'm not super interested in it. I've uploaded a couple Bloodborne runs, and they haven't done great, the videos. I am much more interested in playing Bloodborne than I am in playing Demon Souls.
Together.
Because truthfully, I don't even really like Demon Souls. Like, honestly. It's a bit of an archaic game. I'm gonna have to make sure to tell Moore to off himself. The remaster? I understand. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. It still plays like it was designed in 2009. Oh, hello there. All right. It's a little awkward. Ballarat not its own region in this challenge? No. Oh my god. No, scatter fragments don't spawn on merchants. Why is she still chasing me, man? Okay. I have to remember how to do this. All right. Buffer, sprint, and jump. And make it on over there. Gentlemen, I feel like explaining that tech because I feel like it's interesting. The reason why you see me open my start menu right there is because I do that to buffer my sprint. That means it makes it so that I instantly start sprinting when I press the forward button instead of needing to like wind it up. So like I press circle and then I start sprinting. See, there's a delay. Circle, sprint. Circle, sprint. Circle, sprint. You see that? But if I press start and then I hold circle and then I move forward, you see, it's instant. Start, hold circle, move forward. Instant. See that, gentlemen? You see that? The other part is holding block, and holding block is to buffer the jump. Because, same reason, like, if I don't buffer anything, press forward, jump, I get a little baby jump. If I hold block and jump, I get an actual full jump. Oh, dear God. Okay. Right? It is true. He can't park there. I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. Cool. Great hammer's big. Okay. Pretty much guaranteed scatter fragments. Cool. 3, man. And a Crimson Seed Talisman. Wow. All right. Juicing, buddy. All right. There is a little skip that you can do right here. It's just awkward because you need to get pretty far to the outside to get enough height. But, like, if you go that far to the outside, it's pretty normal to fall. All right, let's make sure we go get a grace past Big Hand guy so we don't have to do it again. Got some Night Rain challenges or modded stuff. Oh, no. Listen, I gave Night Rain a very big effort. Unfortunately, the reality with Night Rain is that it's really not that popular of a game, at least for like content reasons. Yeah. I've also already played the ever living shit out of Night Rain. Like I genuinely don't have much interest in playing Night Rain. The general Night Rain community, I'm also not a big fan of. It's certainly not exactly the kindest community. All right, there we go. And that puts us at Skibbity 2. Yes, and the Night Rain community has decided that they don't like me very much. It is true. I imagine it's because I was the creator that represented like the largest interest. I was the creator that had the largest amount of people watching, and a lot of the Night Rain community just disagrees with how I think about the game, and therefore that makes me a bad person. Alright, this is Morgott. I'm happy to take on Morgott. Wanted him to do the follow-up, man. more scatters. Hopefully no talismans. Cool. Very good. Yeah, it's also certainly no secret that Night Rain was, like, really, really, really mismanaged. I don't need to go on a Night Rain rant because I do it too often. But, yeah, they didn't make great choices with the game. They had many free, easy layups to get people more interested and chose not to take them. All right, so I am at +9 flasks. I would like to be higher than that. But we've got 14 of them at least. Max count, not max upgrade. Okay. I mean, I think it's just time to head into Ensis. Like, I got my level 3 Skibbity, which is about as good as I could ask for at this point. So now it's just time to go for the imbued sword key. And it's the Bloodborne Extraction game. And we still don't even really know what Duskbloods is. We also don't know when it's coming out. Twinbird Kite Shield. Oh boy. Holy Lost raid. Holy shit, gentlemen. Welcome in, Lost. How are you doing today, my boy? This is all considered one region. Yes, this is... Castle Ensis is included in Gravesite Plains. Trust me, I would not be choosing to even go the front door through Castle Ensis unless I needed to. Because I don't like running through this area this direction. Certainly would not be choosing to do it this early if I had much of a choice. But I don't. The rules of the region lock make it so that I have to do this at some point, so I should do it right now. Oh boy. That's not good. Okay. I guess the lion jumped off the cliff. The lion does not concern himself with gravity. Is there enemies in here? I don't remember. Wow, man. Alright, I wanted to take the time... Okay. Jesus. I wanted to take the time to kill those right there because... I don't think you can get through this door. This gate can be really quite awkward if shit's chasing you as you're opening it. Okay, but once we're past that gate, we should be fairly in the clear unless there's something like really fucked on this staircase coming up. Okay. And this is the item pickup that we wanted to come here early for. Okay, it's another scorpion charm. However, it is a sacred scorpion charm. It got rid of our Dragon Crest Great Shield, which obviously kind of sucks. But it was bound to happen anyway. You know, you can jump around the gate from right there. I don't know that. I never go this way. Okay. And with that, gentlemen, we are ready to take on regular Gravesite Plains bosses. We've got like 5 minutes. 5 minutes before it's time to head up to the common drop stream. So that's one or maybe two bosses. But currently, as it stands, why is this displaying like this in Gravesite Plain at Moog? As it stands, we're at 1 of 8 in Gravesite Plains. Yes, and there is still 8 aging untouchables. Okay. Got some juice and holy damage, though, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent. More Scadu. Okay, we are right next to this boss. I can go for it. Yeah, we've got some very solid holy damage right now. What do we got? Death Knight. Again, holy damage pretty good. Wow, Jesus. I was expecting more, not gonna lie. Should I backstab farm this? I don't know. Yeah, man. It's a follow-up that I didn't know he had. I forgot he gets staggered out of the staggers. What? What? I'm so confused. How the fuck does that hit me? It's just devastating, man. Dodge, man. Alright, I guess I'm rolling through and not punishing. I suppose. Genuinely don't know how I don't get hit by that. crazy awkward fight. Really did not have the performance that I would have expected. Have you ever tried First Berserker Kazan? Kazan's a sick game. All right. We are at 27 decks. Now, just out of curiosity, I'm going to look at quality. Wow, the scaling is actually better. The base damage is just lower. It's probably because this is more of like a default quality kind of weapon. It's not net positive yet, because we're going plus 13 on the scaling and minus 26. So we're losing 13 damage. We're going minus 26 on the base. But, yeah, the fact that it's like getting close on some weapons is a good sign. 40% strike resist. That does make some sense, doesn't it? I was doing mostly strike damage. All right, boys. That's all I've got. We've killed 3. We've killed 3 Gravesite Plains bosses and got to Skibbity 4, which is pretty good. But it is time to head on over to the Common Drop stream. It is my turn. It is my turn to get up there and get some Halo legendary campaigns cooking. Tanner's having a time. I bet he is. I bet he is. We are on the 4th game, which is Halo ODST. Halo ODST. So that's what we're working on right now, gentlemen. I will get us all sent over there. This run continues tomorrow on this channel, but I'm streaming for 12 more hours today. Okay? So make sure you come hang out with me over on Common Drops. All right. Gentlemen, I'll see you over there. See you over there.